hope that you all are having an amazing day today. So I know you all saw on the title that I had to have a major procedure done. And we'll get to that. But let's talk about, I'm laying in a bed, guys. I am I'm so tired. There is not going to be a video today. This is going to be the video today. I'm pretty tired because he had to put me to sleep, so I'm here laying in a bed and I am extremely tired. If I haven't already said, I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I hope y'all are having a great day. Look at this guy right here. Look at him. Isn't he good? He's so sweet. And the other one, he's wide awake. He's wide awake just sitting on the bed, just looking into the bathroom. So, I had to get a colonoscopy and an endoscopy. I think you're saying that. I think I'm saying it the right way. Don't do that, boo-boo. Don't do that. Don't touch my... Don't. And so you have to take the prep medicine. And the prep medicine is it's like powder. And you fill it up. Let me show you. Oh, man, let me show you. In this cup here. All right, you fill it up to that line. You pour the powder in, and then you put cold water in, and you drink it. So they give you times to get started on everything. And so they told me at 4 o'clock, start on my first drink. So I started on the first drink while I was sitting out on the front porch. And it's the worst taste ever. And when you put it up to your nose, it smells like grapes. But it's like once you get the cup right here, you just automatically feel like, oh no. Like I'm not going to be able to swallow it. This is getting ready to come up before I even swallow it, right? So yesterday, it was supposed to take me a half an hour to drink the substance. And let's see. Look at this guy. It's supposed to take me a half an hour to drink it. It took me well over two hours to drink it. It was the worst thing ever, but I got it done. And it cleans you out. So you're going to be in and out of the bathroom, And then they tell you at 8 and 9 to take 2 chewable tablets. So at 8 o'clock, I took 2 chewable tablets. They're kind of like really dry, like chalk. But they had like a mint flavor. It was, okay. And then 9 o'clock, I had to take the other 2 chewable tablets. But then also, the whole day, I was not allowed to eat anything. And I struggled. I had chicken broth. I had Gatorade. I didn't want any Jell-O, so I didn't know what to do. I felt like I was worried because I thought my sugar was going to drop, being diabetic and not being able to eat for 24 hours. I was kind of freaking out, and I was in a panic the whole day. But I know that God is on my side, so we prayed the whole day. And I got the tablets done. But then they tell you, so after I took the first dose of the drink, of course I was in and out. And then they tell you take the next drink, which is 2 packets of powder, into 16 ounces of water. Mix it up very well, but you got to drink that at 2 o'clock in the morning. Why? Why at 2 o'clock in the morning? So I did. Look, there's the other guy. Look at him. Sitting there right beside my notes. I always keep my Bible. You see my Bible. Got my phone, pen and paper, and notes. Usually my notes are videos that I'm going to do, maybe a recipe, ingredients that I need to purchase. But at 2 o'clock. So they want me to take the other set of the drink. And my husband tells me, baby, set the alarm, get me up. I'm going to make you a drink for you. And, if you're asleep, I'm going to get you up. My husband was snoring like a warthog. And I just didn't want to bother him. So I took a nap. I took a little nap. But then I noticed that it was like 1:45, and I'm like, okay, here's what I need to do. Go ahead and make the drink up so that I can start drinking it by 2 o'clock. Okay, so I start to drink it, and I finished the drink at 3:50. Oh my goodness, that's how long it took me to drink that cup. And so when I got to the last gulp, it all came up. It all came up this way, and I thought, oh no, this is the worst. It's coming up this way and that way, and I thought, oh my Lord. So the people want me at the building at 8 o'clock in the morning for the procedure, and the people want me at the building at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I look at the time. The time is 5 o'clock, and I want to get up at 6. I want to get up at 6 because I need to take... What? I felt something. I knew I felt something. Oh, that's the little thing. Oh, man, these things hurt, too. Oh, is it going to come up? Oh, my goodness. Ooh-wee. So, I set the alarm for 6. It felt like I didn't get 1 hour of sleep. Time to get up. I told my husband, get up. Because they tell him, they say, you have to stay in the building, waiting on her. And you cannot leave the building. You can't go sit in the car or anything like that. So he's getting up, getting washed up and everything. I get myself together, and they say put something loose on. So I just you see the kind of shirt I got on. And then I got just some black sweatpants on and some gray socks. And I threw on some black and white Converse. But I get there in the building, and let me take this out, because this thing right here, sometimes this thing really does feel like jaws pulling at your, my goodness, just the pulling at your hair. Woo! Now I feel free. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's better. I'm telling you guys, I feel a mess right now. I'm so tired. Oh, so when I get to the building, the people are like so nice. The doctor was amazing. And before I left, he told me, he said, if you want to visit my doctor's office, you can. So I have his information, because he was absolutely he was amazing. He was very nice. All of his staff was very nice and informational. They answered any questions. But so I was freaking out because I never had an endoscopy where they take the camera down your throat. They take the camera down your throat, and on the papers that they sent me, they said, now you're going to be asked to swallow a tube, and on the tube is the camera. And I'm telling my husband, I'm not going to be able to swallow a camera. This is too much. I said, I told my husband, I said, I'm freaking out. He said, baby, don't freak out, because I'm claustrophobic, and I feel like something obstructing my airway would that would be the end of me, right? Them trying to tell me to swallow a tube. I just couldn't imagine what they were asking me to do. So when I get there, the lady says, well, let me get started on your IV. And I tell them, I say, okay. I said, they normally have a specialist come in to do my IV because they can never find a vein. I said, so how do we want to do this? She said, oh, I'll get it. And she did. She got it first time. So this is a much different. Look at that. I got to get rid of that. I'm sorry, guys. This is much different than when I went to get my iron infusions and I had a million people trying to give me my IV. This lady, she went into the vein. Smooth and simple, and it was done. So the lady comes in, and they're talking to me, and she says, I'm going to give you propofol. And I thought, what? All I could think was they, what happened with Michael Jackson and the propofol. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord had to the mercy. So, but I mean, she was really friendly. So all I did, and the lady told me, she said, turn to your side. And she put this thing in my mouth to hold my mouth open. And she said, we're going to put a tube in your mouth. And I'm thinking, this is it. So I just started saying, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, help me, keep me safe, right? That's what I was saying. But it was hard to say it because I had this thing holding my mouth open, but I was saying it in my head, and the lady's pushing the medicine in, and I could start to feel it because my arm was burning. And so I say, burn it, with my mouth open. So I'm like, ah, and she's like, it's supposed to burn. Next thing you know, they were waking me up, and my husband was standing right beside me. So everything went well. And the doctor, he turned around and he came in with his nurse. He said, everything looks good. He said, there's no cancer. He said, we didn't see any polyps. We didn't see any obstructions. And he went down like a whole list of all kinds of stuff that he did not see. So my actual doctor had suggested that I got the colonoscopy and the endoscopy because I have a lot of stomach issues. I always have stomach swelling and bloating, which is unexplainable. But I know there's a couple of reasons why it could happen. But my stomach really, really swells up. And when it swells up, it's hurting. And sometimes I'm having a lot of issues with my stomach. I could count on, with 5 fingers, all of the things that I have going on with my stomach. But he said everything looks great. He said my esophagus was a little swollen. Or irritated. That's the word that he used. So he said, but there's nothing of concern. He said, we did take a couple of samples, and he said those samples come back in 2 weeks. But other than that, you have a clean bill of health for your endoscopy and your colonoscopy today. So I was glad to get it done because I have not had one done in over, let's just say, maybe 7 to 10 years. He said, you don't need another one for another 10 years. And I thought, well, this is great. So we're back at home. It's still early, but like I said, I am extremely tired, and I'm going to relax the whole day today. I might, when I wake up, go sit outside and get some vitamin D, some sun, maybe eat my lunch outside. My husband bought me some food that I'm looking at right now, and I didn't eat any of it. I just really don't have an appetite. So we'll see how I feel a little later. Tomorrow I'm coming back with banging recipes. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I just wanted to chime in and let you all know what's going on. Because a lot of people, when they see that I don't post, they're like, where's Gina? Is Gina okay? And you guys, and I can't answer every single email. I get millions of emails daily, and it's really hard to respond to each and every one of them, because I'm one person. I'm just one person. But I wanted to come in and just tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to be right here in this bed. I don't know where my other little boy went. I think he jumped down and got in the cage. And this one here, he's still here, and he is asleep. And look at that. Look at that baby. Oh, my goodness. Isn't he beautiful? Oh, he's so sweet. And guys, he smells so good. They smell like baby powder. I just love the day they were born. So that's all I had to say today. This is kind of like a weird video, but just wanted to tell you guys what's going on in my life today. Gina Young is doing well. I'll be back tomorrow with amazing videos. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. God bless you all. Good night. I'm going to bed.